Op de stoel bij ons zit op dit moment Emperor Ihsahn, een black metal band die al heel wat stof heeft doen opwaaien. Ihsahn, welcome in our studio.
Thank you very much.
Emperor, a black metal band with a lot of controversy, maybe we may say, back in the days. You're playing here today as headliner, or one of the headliners in one of the biggest metal festivals in Europe. How does that make you feel?
I think it's amazing. I mean, we're boys from rural Telemark, Norway. You know, no one really gets to do that, and I guess it's crazy in the sense that I think when we did some of these Emperor reunion shows, it seems like we were bigger in a sense than we ever were when we were an active band, and that's kind of nostalgia and all that, you know, put into the mix. But all in all, I mean, I think we all feel it's just a huge privilege, you know, come here again, like 20th anniversary of our second album, and people want to hear it, and you know, get to play here with some of our idols, and it's cheer all around.
Is it a celebration, the 20th anniversary?
Yeah, no, in a sense. So we in 2014 we did kind of a 20th celebration, playing the entire first album, and we're kind of doing a similar concept now with the second album. Yeah, and it's kind of nice for us to get together and do stuff like that, and kind of just enjoy to see, you know, the kind of result of work we did in the beginning. Yeah.
Does that take a lot of effort for you guys to come back and maybe study the songs again and then?
Strangely, not really. We have of course been rehearsing regularly for quite some time, but this is from a different age where we actually, there was no pre-production. You know, we rehearsed the songs to the point where we wanted them, and then we recorded that live in the studio, more or less. And these days, of course, everybody produce records, you know, first, and then they learn the songs afterwards. So so this is kind of programmed into our spines in a sense. Yeah. And I've noticed that so many times when I've been playing older songs, that is almost just like going on autopilot. And if you don't remember a riff or something, it's just letting your fingers go, because you've done it so many times, you know.
Now, you just told me you like to come a little bit early to get the feel of the festival. What does it take to get in the right mindset for an Emperor show or even a solo show for you?
That's hard to describe, really. I don't really have any particular you know, routine in front of, other than, you know, trying to, you know, be prepared and keep relaxed and everything. And now with Emperor and doing headliner shows, we have more crew and everything that I usually do when I do solo shows. So I think it's I relax a bit more now than usually. But yeah, I think for me, whether I play solo or with Emperor, the vibe is very much the same, in a sense that even though I do kind of not a different style of music, but I do things differently now with my solo stuff than what we did back then. But the kind of inspirational source is very much the same. Yeah. So I've noticed that now these later years when I've been playing solo shows or Emperor shows, that kind of bubble that you're in when you're on stage, that's kind of the same. It feels the same. Yeah. And I think the atmosphere and getting into it, it's kind of programmed into the songs in a sense. So it's somehow, I think the more I play live shows and also getting to do both, you know, to mix it up, I realize that I can just let myself go with the songs and let that be the guide, and that's probably the easiest things for me to do. Yeah.
You have a successful solo career, but I have the feeling that it's a lot of fun to play with Emperor again. Does that also mean that maybe in the future you have the idea or the feeling or to come together again?
No, not really. I think we're very, you know, in that mindset that we come together and do this
to celebrate and
and just enjoy. And I think creatively we're in such a different place, you know, individually that it wouldn't really make sense. And of course, I can understand it, being a fan of music myself, you know, and have this nostalgic kind of relationship to all bands and that the atmospheres and the experiences you had with that. But I think a lot of people trick themselves if they think that can be recreated in a similar way. Because if I usually reply, if you know, I get this a lot, you know, will there be a new Emperor album? Well, first of all, what kind of Emperor album would you wish for if you could choose? You know, would you want us to be as progressive and kind of forward-thinking as we try to be? You know, if you listen to all the Emperor albums, none of them really sound the same, and so we will never want to stick to our guns in a sense. We were never that kind of AC/DC type of fan, and so would you have a progressed Emperor, you know, as of 2017, 18? Would you have us copy ourselves, which would kind of be counterproductive when you're in a music genre, you know, based on kind of true integrity? And last of all, I mean, if it was up to me, which it wouldn't be, of course, but if it was up to me, you know, Emperor would probably sound like my solo stuff, because that's kind of how I write and songs and metal these days and produce it. So that's kind of my vision.
Anyway, have a great show tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us here.
My
and
pleasure.
We'll hope to see you soon.
Yeah, we really look forward to this.
Thank you.